Tuesday on an all-new Buffy, only one thing could stop a Slayer cold.
Riley, it's you.
The man she loved is back.
Hold on to me?
That's what it takes.
But will she get carried away?
Over my dead body. I've seen enough of your dead body.
In all-new Buffy.
Well, hey there, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to this week's edition of Slade, the Buffyverse Revisited. Hey, you know what? I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
Hey, and I'm your other host, James. And this week, we're going to be talking to Jeremy about his sweaty balls.
Yeah, and also, James, quick question. If you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
That depends. Am I an all beef kosher hot dog, or am I one of those mishmash of meat hot dogs?
Mishmash of meat hot dogs.
Oh, then fuck no.
Because I know if I was a hot dog, I know I would. I'd smother myself in relish and mustard. I'd be delicious.
Okay, then.
Okay. So, yeah. Welcome, everybody. This week, we are going to be saluting our way into Season 6, Episode 15, As You Were.
As I was, or as you were?
See, the you in it is ambiguous. It could be me, you, the listener. It could be anyone.
It could be anyone and no one at the same time.
At the same time. Let me fix my glasses. Okay.
That was rude. I feel like that was a personal attack on me.
Well, it was.
You.
That's why I looked directly into the camera and made sure to draw your attention to the fact that I was going to adjust my glasses.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you how you're doing, but I really don't care now.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you also how you were doing, but I'm thinking I don't care. I hope you're on fire.
I am on fire right now.
He's on fire, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm all right. I'm doing good. Was doing a little Halloween decorating earlier, right before hopping on here to record some of these fine episodes for.
Well, let's not get ridiculous.
And as you can see, little bit of Halloween decoration right behind me there.
I see a single, it looks like maybe bedazzled skull.
No, it's not. It certainly isn't bedazzled.
No,
I think
no. So,
the black in the eyes is a little glossy. So I think that's what you're.
Yeah, from a distance with these, super high end cameras that we have. From a distance, it looked a little bedazzled.
What if I just did the entire podcast like this? Just.
Well,
like
it would be an improvement.
Just off camera, just found some way to mount this guy.
It would be an improvement, I'll just say that.
How dare you?
Yeah, I dare. Too bad the jaw isn't articulating.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well. No one cares.
Oh, well. Yeah. Anywho, how are you, Jeremy?
Oh, I mean, gosh, what's it been since we've seen each other? I think it's been... Has it been 48 hours?
No, it's been another 48 hours. Eddie Murphy.
That was so bad.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you should really hurt yourself.
It's it's been 5 days since you... Oh no, sorry.
It just goes from bad to worse with all of your pop culture references.
Well, then,
it's been 5 days since I took off my pants. Sorry.
What?
What?
No, I don't think it's been quite 48 hours since we last saw each other.
My point basically being it has not been long enough, let me tell you.
But I cannot wait. I cannot wait until after next week when I don't have to talk to you for 6 more months.
Right.
Oh,
hey, now you're giving away your. Shut up, James. You're giving shit away.
except for Thanksgiving. I forgot about.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately. But if things work out the way I have them planned, it will be the last. I promise you. What? I didn't even. I don't.
Huh?
I was hacked. Listen, I was hacked.
You were. Oh, okay. That explains it.
I was
that
hacked.
Explains it. You were on Ambien.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes. Well, hey. I mixed the Ambien with some Tylenol, so now I have autism as well.
So you've got You've got two isms. You've got Ambien.
I have a couple of isms.
You've got Ambien-induced racism and Tylenol-induced
I have Ambien-induced racism, and I have Tylenol-induced stupidism. Autism.
Autism.
Yeah. So
wow, that's good.
So now I can. My favorite color is potato, and I hate anyone who's not an Anglo-Saxon, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Cool. And you can hear colors, right?
Well, I can taste colors. Actually,
you can taste colors. I can hear colors, and pink is oddly angry. You would not expect it. Pink is very angry.
But I can also count to cabbage. Can you do that?
I can't count to cabbage, but I can spell Niagara Falls.
Okay, go ahead.
Niagra. Niagara. Yeah.
Yeah, you already fucked up. You might as well just go ahead and kill yourself.
Anyway, I think that's it.
Wow, this has really gone off the rails, James. 7 minutes in, and we are so far off the rails, we have killed innocent bystanders.
It is better to go off the rails early and try and correct course as we progress than to go off the rails later in the episode, I think.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. But whatever.
In the future, let's keep those to ourselves.
I can't. I can't. I've spent way too much time with you over the last 4 years. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have any more control over my own mouth.
I don't have any control over my thoughts and what comes out of my mouth. What happens here just comes out here. There's nothing in between to stop it. It's just That is why. So,
if nothing else, when this is all said and done, and we are old men, and we are older men, and we are no longer able to cast pods, if nothing else, I can at least say that I accomplished that much. I broke the filter between your brain and your noise hole.
Right. On your deathbed, people will ask you, like, what are your biggest regrets? What are you the most proud of? Mm-hmm. And you'll be like, I'm most proud that I broke James.
I literally broke him.
I broke him.
Because if you go back in time, James, and you listen or watch some of our really early episodes, you were quite the upstanding young man.
I was here for a purpose. I wanted to dissect and get into the
every
marrow,
minutia of
get into the very marrow of what makes this such a great show, and eventually I was just like, fuck it, we're gonna talk about dicks.
We're gonna talk about dicks. We're gonna talk about putting lipstick around nipples. We're going to talk about chain-smoking trailer park fucking vampire slayers.
Yep.
And probably some anal throughout there.
And we will definitely be talking about anal.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I'm fairly proud.
Well, you should be. I should be. But also I feel like you should hurt yourself.
Well, maybe I already did before we started recording.
That's how you get your jollies, isn't it?
It might. I mean, have you ever seen Angels and Demons? Or was it Or was it Da Vinci Code? Fuck. Which one was it where the guy like flogged himself all the time?
I think that was
Shit.
I think that was Angels and Demons.
Okay. It was so long
think.
ago now. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
fuck, which one was it?
I almost forgot that Tom Hanks tried to make that a franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing. They were pretty good books. But
Yeah.
those are the type of books that you can't make successfully into movies because you have to cut so much out that at that point it's like, why are we even doing this?
Right. Plus, you've got a whole contingency of people that are like, "You're mocking my religion."
Well, yeah, those people, of course. You always have those people. I know.
Wait, shut
and
the
I'm
fuck
like,
up.
yes, of course we're mocking your religion. You're ridiculous.
You are ridiculous.
You believe in Sky Santa and that you have your own personal daddy friend who's invisible. So yes, we are mocking you, and frankly, we hope you hurt yourself.
You believe in a sky. Listen, I was saying to Darlene the other day, I understand that people need something to believe in, something that
Give me something to believe in.
No,
Give me something to believe in. Sorry.
I get that people find comfort in believing in something bigger than themselves, some sort of faith. The fact that it has been continually used to control people, and it's being used as a front for every ism that you can think of these days is
not to mention the millions upon millions of people who have been murdered in the name of religion.
Right. And I said to Darlene,
that's when we're going to have a little problem.
Right. And I said to Darlene, like, if people really need something to believe in, like, the fucking sun is right there.
Yeah, you can actually see it.
I can see the sun. I know that when the sun is there, it is going to provide me with things I need.
Right.
So,
I know.
But anyway,
it's one of those things, James, where, you know what, we should probably just get on with the show.
We probably should. How far are we into recording now?
12 minutes and 32 seconds.
12 minutes and 32 seconds. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Why don't you... Okay, I'll tell you what.
Let's talk about the show.
Why don't you give me a good salute, and then give us some dates and deets. Okay. All right.
How about this one?
Wait. I prefer this one, so we're clear.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Got a little fancy with it there at the end.
Got a little Spaceballs on you.
Got a little Spaceballs on. Are we looking forward to Spaceballs 2?
That's like asking if I'm looking forward to, like, scratching my balls. Of course I'm looking forward to that.
Because did you watch History of the World Part 2?
Well, yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I've pretty much liked every Mel Brooks thing that's ever existed.
Okay. I mean, I didn't care for it as much as the original History of the World, but...
I mean, yeah, but... Listen, the fact that he's about to be 100... and he's still
so
he's still trying to make us laugh. Like I have
true.
a special place for that.
And listen,
I'm here for it.
Here's the thing: the script must be pretty good because it's bringing Rick Moranis out of retirement.
Well, not only that, but our most important person, John Candy, he's coming back from the dead.
John Candy is coming back from the dead for this.
Yeah, he released a statement.
He did.
He said, "Hey, what's up? Been a minute.
Been a hot minute.
Listen, it's right now. I'm in rehab. It's hard. I've got to get my motion back because my body's all full of the formaldehyde, and I've got to get that. Got to get my joints loose and stuff. But he's like, I will be there with bells on.
With bells on. Wow, that's phenomenal.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, I think we've wasted enough time. I don't even know why we got off the rails so quick, so early on.
I think it's because, spoiler alerts, this episode sucks donkey balls.
Yeah, that could be. That could be.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to
as-
avoid talking about it.
As previously stated, we will be saluting our way into the 15th episode of the 6th season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the 115th episode of the series overall, written and directed by Douglas Petrie. Our original broadcast date was February 26, 2002 on the now defunct UPN network. Our Nielsen rating for this episode, 3.1, ranking it 84 out of the 130 primetime shows airing across network television that week, and bumping it to number two out of the 10 primetime shows airing on UPN for the week. Our regular cast, as always, includes Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy, Nicholas Brendan as Xander, Emma Caulfield as Anya, Michelle Trachtenberg as Dawn, James Marsters as Spike, and Allison Hannigan as Willow. Our guest stars this week include Ryan Raditz as Todd, Ivana Milicevic as Sam, and the return of Mark Blucas as Riley. You put that sign down. It was all blurry. You couldn't.
My background blur killed it, but I think any regular viewer knows exactly what it says.
Yes. The return of Mark Blucas as Riley. Wow.
I think you mean Bupkis.
No, that's not what I mean. My synopsis this week reads: Buffy's ex, Riley, returns to Sunnydale, but he is not alone. Together they track a mysterious dealer who is selling demon eggs that could wipe out the entire city.
And then, well, we'll get into it, but mine reads, consumed by professional and personal disappointment. Buffy is jolted by the reappearance of her old beau, Riley, who needs her to help him track down a demon called the Doctor.
Yeah. You know what I forgot to do it. I was going to message you and tell you to pull a clip of the Doctor Who theme to play every time someone says the Doctor in this episode.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Doctor Who?
Yeah, exactly. So we open, and Buffy is at the Double Meat Palace, and she's cleaning the burger grill, and her young coworker Todd is just flapping his yapper about college and
shut that dick licker.
And fucking like Machiavelli and all kinds of shit, and I was like, this is the problem with college people, okay?
Yep.
They pretentious.
Yep.
And they are pretentious. That's it.
And they're blonde, tall, and annoying.
And pretentious.
And should be punched in the Adam's apple.
They should be punched in the Adam's apple. But it's only while they're in college they're pretentious. Once they're done with college, they most of them cease to be pretentious because they realize that college degree in pretentiousness 101 isn't going to do them jack shit in the real world.
Yeah, they just realized they got took to the cleaners and dropped, $100K on some useless fucking piece of paper that couldn't even get them couldn't even secure them a job at the fucking Kinko's. Well,
right.
Does that even exist anymore? Well, you know what I mean.
I don't know. Because they were pretentious and decided to take philosophy 101.
Philosophy 101.
Right. So he leaves because he's apparently got night classes, and
which is even worse. It's like, oh my god, you're not even like a real like you're like doing night school. That's like something like a married single mom of 9 kids does. Like, Kill yourself.
So Buffy finishes cleaning up and locking up the Double Meat Palace, and on the way home, she runs afoul of a vampire. And they engage in some preliminary fisticuffs, nothing too strenuous.
Yeah.
And the vampire is like, all of a sudden is like, what is that smell? And it turns out it's Buffy. She reeks of Double Meat Palace, and the vampire is all like, you know what? You've been eating that stuff. I don't think I want to bite you anymore.
And she's like, you're dead, and you smell like it.
Right, you're dead, and you smell like it, and you're telling me I'm stinky.
Yeah.
So anyway, she ends up staking him. Like, she throws a stake at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I was like, because obviously, I didn't really remember the episode that well. But at first, going into it, like, I had read the synopsis, so I knew Riley was coming back. And when the vampire got staked, like, from the projectile stake off screen, I was like, fuck, is it fucking Riley already, like, in the cold open, like, with some sort of, like, stake gun or something? But no, Buffy apparently just threw it.
Hey, you know what? They also call stake guns crossbows.
No,
like some sort of weird device that like shot pointy wood. It was like a stake gun or something.
No, but a crossbow shoots arrows. Okay, this was clearly a stake, not an arrow.
I know, but it was still funny. You're like this strange device.
So she stakes him.
Yeah, because it came like really hard and fast, like not like a throw. It came like it was shot out of a fucking cannon.
Right, and that's why I was like, fuck, are they really they're gonna put Riley, they're gonna stick us with Riley right from the cold open? Like, god damn it.
And I'm like, wait a minute, if she can do that like whenever she wants, why doesn't she just always do that?
Right, like
why even engage in fisticuffs and just you see one like walking across the cemetery, you just go doing, done. Don't even have to get dirty.
Right. Like, Jesus. Use your noggin. Use your noggin.
You don't
Slayer.
even have to get grass stains on your fucking knees. Wait, what?
Anyway, that's our cold open. Wolf Howl. Opening credits.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when we come back, Buffy is just stabbing Dawn. She like angrily, like she's just like been waiting to do this her entire life. And you just see gore and fucking fluids and you hear Dawn like wailing and just begging for life, and Buffy's just like her eyes are, and she just
and Dawn's like, why are you doing this? Is literally the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. Why are you doing this to me? I thought you loved me.
Buffy stops and she's like, that's bullshit. Remember the guy that got his dick stuck in the wall? That's the worst pain.
That's the worst pain. Right. Buffy's like, that demon got his dick stuck in the wall. I am stabbing you with a very sharp knife. In and out. Yeah. In and out.
In fact, you should already at least be unconscious from the blood loss. And she's like, but I'm not. Oh, this fucking hurts so bad.
Right. She's like, what would Mom say if she saw you doing this to me right now? And Buffy's like, I would stab that bitch too.
No, Buffy's like, she wouldn't say anything because she had a brain tumor that fucking wrecked her. And she would just think we are playing checkers. So no, Buffy's heading home after killing the Le Demon, or I'm sorry, vampire, and Spike is waiting for her, and oh god, yeah, I really just want to kind of just they fuck outside, and it's just, yeah, whatever. Like, she even has a bag of food that she's bringing home from work for Dawn for dinner, and she's like, well, Dawn can be hungry for a little bit longer. I needs to get me some D on the front lawn.
Right.
And so
she doesn't. This is so fucking stupid. She clearly doesn't want anyone to know what's going on. She
Right.
won't let Spike come inside because she doesn't want anyone to know, but then proceeds to fuck Spike against the tree in the front yard, where, like, at any moment Dawn could be like, hey, I wonder where Buffy is. She's supposed to be home from work now.
Let me glance out the curtains.
Right, let me take him. Oh my fucking god!
Oh my god! Wow,
Oh.
his dick is really big for a vampire. No. Yeah, it's just whatever. And then so let's okay, so that happens, and then she goes on inside and into the kitchen, and Dawn's there. Dawn's literally passing out because she has hypoglycemia, and Buffy did not bring her food, so no, she's like, hey, she's like, here, brought you some food, or, brought you dinner, and Dawn's like, oh, yeah, thanks for that. Really, really happy with that, Buffy. And she opens up the bag, and, like, the burger is, like, mashed into about the size of the thickness of a pancake. And I'd be like, so did you, like, sit on this, or? Because, yeah. And then Dawn's like, really, it doesn't matter. She's like, I literally cannot eat any more of this fucking shit. You bring it to me every night. You are the worst mother ever. You bring me poison every day from work. And Buffy's like, oh, well, okay. And then what does she say? She says, oh, okay. Tomorrow night I'll bring fish instead.
Yeah, I'll bring the fish nuggets with cheese instead. For one, who puts cheese on fish?
On fish, thank you.
Okay, like this goes back to, like, the fisherman medley with bacon on it. Like, who?
Yeah, because listen, I fucking love cheese.
I love cheese.
There are
too.
certain things, and fish is one of them, that you do not put cheese on.
Right. Exactly. I fucks with some cheese, okay? I love cheese. And guess what? I fucks with some Filet-O-Fish too, okay?
Yeah.
Love me a good fish fillet. I'm not putting cheese on my fish.
Listen to me. I fuck cheese. And I fuck fish. But I'm not putting cheese on fish.
I tried to keep a straight face. Hey, look at me. Look at me.
I am the fish now.
I'm the fish now.
No. You just no.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute. She was trying to basically nicely say, listen, can you stop bringing me shit home from the shit palace? And so in Buffy's mind, she's like, oh, you're just tired of this particular garbage from Shit Palace. I'll bring you different garbage from Shit Palace tomorrow. And Dawn's like, okay. And I'm like, you know what, Dawn? You kind of deserve it because we all hate you anyway.
Right.
So take your cheesy fish and eat it.
Maybe if you stop all this emo belly aching you do like, I'm convinced.
Which, by the way, we're getting some more of this episode.
I'm convinced Dawn may have some sort of personality disorder.
I'm convinced that Dawn needs to be written out of the show.
Dawn will literally start a scene as if, like, nothing is wrong, like, all happy and, like, oh, Buffy, I love you so much, and yada, and then literally, like, boom, she's like, fuck you, bitch, I hate you, I wish you weren't my sister, you don't love me, I don't love you, why don't we just both fuck off and go our separate ways?
And I don't even love myself.
I don't even love myself.
Cut.
I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna cut, and you're probably not even going to care because you hate me and you don't want to be around me anyway. Right. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? What the fuck is wrong with this bitch?
She's just poorly written. So Willow comes down and she's like, oh, rough night, and she's like, what the fuck is with everybody asking me if it was a rough night? And they're like, well, your jacket is covered in grass stains, or coat, or whatever. And she takes it off, and it's just covered in grass stains. And then she she fucks up, and she's like, oh yeah, he's being kind of rough. And they're like, him? And she's, them, the the vampires, all the vampires I fight. So then they're like, well, we're gonna go to the Bronze. How would you like to go with us? Buffy's like, no, I've had a really hard day of nothing, and I just want to stay home and pout like a little bitch. And Willow and Dawn are like, Dawn's like, wow, I thought that was my job, but okay. And
right, Dawn was like, well, thank God I don't have to do the emo belly aching this week. Peace. See you later.
Can you please handle it for a scene or two? So they do indeed fuck off to the Bronze. And Buffy's like, home by 11. And I'm like, fucking 11? This girl, how old is this girl again?
15.
15, and she gets, wow. I don't remember what my curfew was when I was 15. It wasn't fucking 11. Anyway.
I mean, let's be honest, though. You weren't paying attention to curfews when you were 15.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, realistically. So let's see. I don't even know if my parents ever gave... I'm being honest. I know they used to do that to my brother and sister, but I think by the time I was of age to, like, have a curfew, I think they just knew that it would basically be pointless to tell me. I'll have to ask my mom that, because I can't remember. Anyway, we cut to the Bronze, and Anya and Xander are there, and Xander is eating a bag of chips at the bar.
At the bar.
I'm like, do you just go to the bar and you're like, hey, give me a beer and a large bag of grocery-sized chips?
Right.
And
but also, as I don't know if you noticed, as they were panning over the bar to Anya and Xander, on the one side of the bar was a pastry case.
Oh yeah, well, yes. Listen, we have thoroughly discussed. They had, what was it? They had some raggedy ass like cornbread muffins at one point.
Right. Potentially a box of sun-made raisins, because Willow was eating raisins at the Bronze.
So they have some questionable fucking objects for purchase there. But still, I'm having trouble picturing, full size bags of potato chips. But hey, who knows?
Right.
So he's mowing down on them. Anya's trying to take him away from him because she's like, you're going to be too fucking fat by the time we get married to even fit into your tux, tubby. And he gets all emo and like snatches his chips back. And he's like, don't fucking take my chips. And she's like, whoa. Why don't we fucking, let's calm down there, Mr. Domestic fucking Violence. And, so then we cut over to Dawn and Willow, who are also there. Dawn comes up with her own drink and hands Willow a drink and says, here's your Arnold Palmer. And I'm like, what the fuck is an Arnold Palmer?
You don't know what an Arnold Palmer is?
No.
It's iced tea and lemonade.
Huh. I would just call it iced tea and lemonade.
well,
to me, a drink doesn't get its own name unless it's an alcoholic drink.
Well, they call it an Arnold Palmer because that was apparently Arnold Palmer's drink of choice was iced tea and lemonade.
I put that scenario together. I was able to draw that conclusion, believe it or not. But I'm just saying. I just feel like a drink shouldn't be named after someone or something unless it's an alcoholic drink. So
okay,
I'm gonna write a stern letter about that directly to Arnold Palmer. Is he alive or is he dead?
Who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows?
I'm going to.
At first, I like. She's like, "Here's." I thought she was going to be like, here's your fucking vodka and tonic, and I was going to be like, "What? They just fucking gave the 15-year-old girl a fucking mixed drink?"
This is something Darlene pointed out. She was like, Dawn should be wearing some sort of wristband or something to identify her as being under 21. If this is a 21 and under establishment,
they never did that. They never did that in the old days either.
Right.
We've talked about that. Like, why aren't they like stamped or have a wristband or something? You know why? Because they don't care.
They don't care.
They're serving alcohol to underage kids daily, and they don't give a fuck.
No fucks given. It's California. It's full of soy boy liberal cucks.
Right, and let's not forget the bartender is also a known drug dealer.
Known drug dealer. Like,
you can get crack rocks. He even keeps hepatitis in vials.
He does, and worst of all. He passes out Tylenol for free. Yeah.
Every single person who's ever been to the Bronze has the tism.
Because he's just handing out Tylenol like they're fucking candy.
Yeah. And this is the weirdest thing. This makes no sense. He offers like free vaccinations for just various things. Yeah. He's like, look, have you got your shingle shot? Do you need your COVID booster? I got I got the HSV back here,
Yep. He's like, hey, flu season's coming up. You should probably.
Right. He's like, listen, I'll sell you crack. I'll give you liquor. I'll fucking the tism. But listen, I believe in vaccination and
I believe in being vaccinated.
And listen, I want my customers to be safe.
I need my customers to be safe. How can I sell you crack if you die from smallpox?
If you die from the fucking flu, how am I going to sell you crack?
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, then Dawn and Willow have a little bit of utterly pointless banter that I don't even care to remember. Basically, they're discussing Xander and Anya and their upcoming nuptials and apparently Willow and Tara's relationship is slowly getting a little better, and she's like, I bet if I called her right now, she wouldn't even hang up. And Dawn's like, cool. And then Willow's like, don't bring me down, bitch. I'll kill you.
Right. Willow's like, don't bring me down.
Don't bring me down, Bruce. It's not what he says. So, yeah. And then this is weird. This is a weird jump cut. We cut to Buffy in her basement listening to some kind of horrible fucking music on a 1980s boombox. I'm like, where did that come from? And she's scrubbing... What?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I will. I'll go ahead. She's scrubbing the coat, I guess, trying to get the grass stains out of it. And then there's like a jump cut, and she's on the couch covered up with the coat, asleep, and it's the next morning. And I was like, that's strange.
Yeah.
And what wakes her up is the sound of the garbage trucks. And she's like, oh, fuck, I forgot to put the goddamn garbage out. So she goes running out there trying to chase them, and she's got 2 bags. But she acts like she's got, a dumpster overflowing of trash. She's got 2 little bags, and I'm like, so fucking put them in the can and double up next week.
Right. Or Slayer run to the garbage truck and throw them in there.
Slayer throw those motherfuckers through the air.
Right.
Doing, and boom. Trash taken. Yeah. But she's like...
Done.
And she's all...
You literally cannoned a wooden stake at a vampire 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you can't launch those garbage bags into the back of that fucking truck.
Right. And she's like, don't you want your trash? And they're like, no, we don't. We don't want it.
No. They're like, technically it's your trash until we pick it up. And we didn't pick it up, so it's not our trash yet.
Right. So, fuck all the way off.
So, fuck all the way off.
she goes back in the back door, and good old Dawn says, "Hey, Buffy, blah-blah. Oh, don't forget, today's trash." And Buffy's like, "Thanks, bitch. By the way, is there a reason that you didn't set the trash out, you good-for-nothing teenage cunt?" And then she punched her head completely off her body.
Just straight off her body.
Yep. Dawn's dead.
And we all rejoiced.
And she opens up a letter that came in the mail, which apparently their mail comes first thing in the morning, is what it looks like. Which I've never lived anywhere. I've never lived anywhere in my life where mail came first thing in the morning.
No, but I've always said if I was a mail carrier, people would get their mail so fucking early in the day because I would be
because you're clocking out. You're clocking out at noon.
Yeah, I'm done at noon.
Yeah, you're starting at 4 a.m. Yeah, you're done at noon.
I'm starting at 4 a.m. People are getting their mail by 9 a.m. I'm home by 12:30.
Yep, naked, stroking, or whoa.
What? Huh?
Wow.
Damn.
You're sick.
Sick.
Anyway, she opens up this letter. It's from UC Sunnydale telling her that she has once again, because I believe this would be 3 times, James, or possibly
that she's missed the admissions
deadline. And they're like, yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and say no because, not because we wouldn't accept you, but you seem unable to get your shit to us before the deadline, which is unfathomable because you don't have anything else to do.
Right. They're literally the admissions deadline is the same every fucking semester.
And they're like, hey, you know what? You could literally just send us your shit you sent us now for then. Now for later, and you will have met the deadline.
And yet somehow, even though it's the same every time, you somehow continually miss it.
But they're like, listen, the shit that you just sent us, send us that again now for the next one.
Right.
And you won't have missed it.
You won't have missed it. You'll be cool. We'll be good.
What happens is you're going to send us this shit again after another fucking end of deadline. So what we need you to do is just don't contact us anymore.
Just don't contact us. Listen, the deadline is August 23rd, okay? You can't send it on August 24th. You have to send it on August 15th at the latest, okay?
It needs to be postmarked by the 22nd. So, hey, Buffaroni, I got another one for you. On August 15th, since the campus is only like 10 minutes away, just come on over.
Just come over.
Just jog over into the admissions office, hand the bitch there your packet. Boom.
Good to go.
Good to go. But that's too much for Buffy. So then we cut back to Buffy back at the old Palace O meet. And basically, well, you can see it in her face. She wants to die. She's just kind of robotically working the old grill while Todd, once again, is just incessantly running that fucking noise hole. And then at one point he's like, oh, we're out of secret sauce. And Buffy's like, I'll get it. And he's like, no, I'll get it. You go work the counter and help the customers.
Right.
And Buffy's like, fine.
Todd is clearly taking Yapology 101 there at Sunnydale.
Can I ask you, who the fuck is Todd? Like, all of a sudden, he's just a character in this episode, and he appears to have, like, some power?
Some sort of authority? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, luckily, we're never going to see the Double Meat Palace again. Ever again. Right? Oh, shit. She goes out to the counter. And who's waiting on her but none other Sorry, had a stroke. None other than than Mr. Bupkis himself.
Yes.
And she immediately starts having miniature seizures and small to medium strokes. And everything he says, she's like, Riley, you're here? So he's basically telling her, look, we've been tracking this Deem from from Central America. And I'm like, you have chased this thing from like Venezuela and it worked its way to Sunnydale, California. Like
in 2 days?
Not only that, but how slow are you? Like, this thing has got to be on foot because I don't think it can drive. So, like, how slow are you? Guys have choppers.
Right.
And, like, cars.
Right.
And like, and he's... Okay. So, basically, he's like...
Did you know he's got a big old badass scar
that no one ever even mentions. Like, she's not... Like, wouldn't that be the first... Like, she'd be like, oh, you fucked your shit up. Oh. Tell me about that.
No one mentions it. No one says anything about it. He just got this big old scar right across his eye. No one says shit about it.
It's a straight-up Nick Fury scar without the patch. They should have brought him back with, like, a patch, a scar, 2 missing hands, so he's just got 2 hooks, right? Like a fucking, I don't know, like a limp, just all fucking just trash to where she's like, oh my God.
My God. What? Oh.
He looks like the fucking Elephant Man. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I don't still fuck him. He would be like pawing me with those little hooks and, Anyway. So he's like, I came, Buffy, because I need the best. And I'm like, do you? Or actually, would you have came anyway because the creature's in Sunnydale?
Right.
So, I don't know. So, and then she just, like, all these customers have lined up behind Riley because they're waiting to order their actual food while these two have a conversation.
Right.
About,
and Todd's like, hey, bitch, people are waiting. You need to start taking some fucking orders here.
What does Buffy do?
She
tosses her
leaves.
hat off and just straight up walks out. So that is called job abandonment.
Buffy is fired.
Buffy should be fired immediately because the chick that took her back already put her on probation. She's like, listen, no more fucking around. If you want this job, you need to take it seriously. Well, as soon as Mr. Riley comes back into town and says, I need you to help me kill a fucking jizz demon, she's like, okay, I quit. And it's just like, what happened to needing to pay bills?
Right. I will say Buffy does have, like, one funny line here while she's all, like, flabbercocked that Riley's standing in front of her. He's talking about the demon, and she's like, I have a cow on my hat.
Yeah.
And
he's like, I know, it's fucking super dope. And see, Riley's so dumb, he doesn't understand how it goes through her head, but it didn't kill her. And he's like, how does that work? And she's like, I don't know either. Because they're, to get combined, they're really dumb. Anyway, so yeah, she just straight up abandons her job. And Todd's like, yeah, what? Buffy. He's like hollering, and she just fucks off. They get outside, and he pulls out a fucking Palm Pilot, basically, but it's some kind of a demon tracker, and he's like, it's close. And she's like, is it though? And he's like, yeah, probably not. And
no, probably not. He's like, this is government issued, so they spent $30 million on it, but it doesn't work.
It actually isn't even. It's really not real. It's a Tamagotchi.
It's a Tamagotchi, and it died 3 days ago. I'm a terrible parent.
Tamagotchi parent.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about showing our age. Because I was like, I think 19 or 20 when those things came out. Anyway. So she laughs at him, and he's like, what? And she's like, oh, you still have all those, James Bond gadgets. And he's like, yeah, I work for the government.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, true.
Oh,
So not so funny.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, not at all.
No.
Um,
And then he's like,
then,
you know what? I'm second guessing this partnership, so I'm just gonna head out. So
he's
you
like,
know,
I
have a
listen.
good night.
He's like, no offense, it's been a year, and I forgot like how stupid you were.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go kill myself.
I'm just gonna go
And-
fuck off. And you can go back to like deep frying fries and flipping burgers and shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
I'll-
hang myself.
I'm gonna go hang myself
immediately for even
immediately.
thinking to come here and recruit your damacity. No. So next thing we know, they're in his cool black SUV, and she's like, nice wheels, and he's like, they came with the car, and I'm like, bump.
I have to tell you before I forget when Darlene realized Riley was back for this episode, she's like
refused
oh
to
my-
watch it.
No, she was like, oh my god, not this doofus. And then when he was actually in the episode, she was like, look at his doofus haircut.
And his doofus scar. It's like look at his scar. It's not even straight. It's like here and then like over here.
Right.
It's like, brah.
Yeah, she was cracking me up. She was like, this doofus and his doofus haircut.
Yeah. Oh, and there was one funny line that Buffy also had in the scene before they left the restaurant, because we have talked about this before when they were a couple. But she goes, were you always this tall?
Yeah.
Because he's like 6'8" and she's like 4'11".
Yeah.
And honestly, that I always said, I think that was one of the issues with their chemistry on camera. I was like, it's so extreme, their height difference, that like if the camera's pulled back from them, and they're like facing each other talking, it looks ridiculous. It looks like a father crouched down, like telling his daughter off for, dropping her ice cream cone or something, and anyway, so they talk some and in the car, and he's like, well, here, put this on, and it's like all this, and she's like, oh, it's all black, and he's like, yeah, it's latest state-of-the-art Kevlar, blah blah blah, and it's clearly just rubber, and she's like, oh, and you're not gonna look, and he's like, no, we're broken up, why would I look at you, freak? And she's like, really? What if my boobie fell out? And he's like, oh my god, and he pulls over and he kills himself.
He just jerks the real
Drives
quick.
them both off a cliff.
Drives them both right off a cliff.
He's
He's
like,
how right. He's like, how could you do this to me? And he just drives them both off a cliff. He's like, I'm a good boy from Iowa, you whore. And he's right off
you
the cliff.
ruined me. The whole way they're falling, the whole time the car is he's just going,
And she's not even afraid of dying. She's just sitting in the passenger side looking at him like,
she's like, this isn't gonna kill me, I'm a slayer. And he's like, fuck, I didn't think this through.
she's like, I could literally crawl out the back of this SUV right now and Slayer jump back onto the
road
right.
while
And
you
he's like,
plummet
fuck.
to your death.
And he's like,
I never was very
fuck.
smart.
God damn it.
And then he goes back to going,
and she's just like, I remember
this guy.
He's like, I can't believe I used to fuck you. I remember now why after about an hour I was glad you left.
No, but okay. So, we do cut to a brief little funny scene where Anya and Xander are in his car, and they're stuck in, like, apparently a massive traffic jam on their way to the airport to pick up his uncle, Ron? Is it Ron? Rory. Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. They're going to pick up his uncle, and they're talking about, they're like, wait, how did we get, like, roped into having all of my family and all of your weird fucking friends and demons and shit staying at our house? And like what the fuck? And she's like, listen, if I'm not there to welcome the whatever the fuck demons, they're gonna massacre everyone. And Xander's like, that's fine. I hate my family.
Let them. He does. He should, like, and that's not just Jeremy and I, but like Joey.
No!
Like, he straight up says, I hate my family.
Multiple times in this episode and the next episode, he's like, I fucking hate everyone, literally everyone I'm related to. I wish that I was a lost foundling.
He's like, if they have the last name Harris, I want them to die.
Even if it's a different lineage and we're not related. Right. I still want them to die.
Right.
I want to be the only one with the name Harris, and then I'm going to change it to Smith.
Right. He's like, because I am the one, the only one. I am the God of Kingdom Come.
Ooh.
Give me the prize.
Kingdom Come. Sorry. So they find Xander, god dang it. Riley and Buffy finally arrive at their location, which is a giant dam. Look, appears to be the Hoover Dam. No, it's not quite that big, but it is a large dam.
It is a large dam. It is.
I was like, damn, where do they sell? Did they sell any damn bait? And
Vegas vacation.
Hey, buy yourself something extra nice, Clark. Yeah, so okay, so they walk over to like the middle part of the. I love this. They walk to like the middle part of the dam, and they look over, and Buffy's like, "Oh, watch your. That's a hell of a first step." And fucking Riley's like, "Don't worry." He's got, or she's like, do you have an extra jetpack? And he's like, oh, fresh out of jetpacks. So, but what does he have? He has thread. That's what it looks like. A piece of literal thread. It's the tiniest, thinnest little. He pulls it out of like a floss container, and he's like, hang on. And for literally 13 and a half minutes, he's just pulling this shit out, and she's just standing there looking around. She looks at her watch. She's like, God, I wish this was like 20 years from now so I could get on my phone and look at Facebook. She's just looking around a little awkwardly, and he's like, hang on.
Here's what I find funny about that scene. Like, he's got this, obviously it's supposed to be like this high tensile strength paracord, you know, and like, it irritates me when he does it. But like I watch fucking Batman, and I'm like, yeah, fucking that's awesome.
Yeah. But because in this instance, is like, does it have to? Why can't it just be rope?
Right.
Why does it have to be this? Because hey, I don't know if anyone here has ever tried to climb a rope. FYI, the thinner that fucker is, the harder it is to climb, and the more it hurts your fucking hands. Yeah. It will literally cut through your fucking flesh the smaller it is. So the army's like, let's issue floss to our guys so that they all die. No, so then he's like, he puts like a carbiner on the side of this fucking fence or whatever, and then it like somehow it hooks to that, and he just gives it a jerk, and he's like, good to go. And he's like, climb up. And of course she just climbs right up onto him. She's like, ooh, hey big boy. And then they slide down.
Which incidentally is the same way Riley has sex. He just gives it a little jerk and is like, good to go.
Pretty much, yeah. And they just go right down the rope. It's no problem. They're clearly both wearing body harnesses, but you're not supposed to like see that. You're supposed to pretend that you didn't see that. They get down to the bottom. And no sooner do they get down there, but bam, here's this big nasty fucking demon. Big ugly fucker.
Big. It looks like a giant slimy anteater.
Yeah, like an inside-out butthole. No?
Okay.
No?
I've never seen an inside-out butthole, so I couldn't say. I have seen
then,
anteaters, however.
If you've never seen an inside-out butthole, you're not doing it right. So, so they start fighting. And this thing's fucking them up, dude. It's beating her up. It's beating him up. Then it goes back to beating her up.
Well, it's got like these big dumbass like gorilla arms that it's just like.
But that's all it can
around.
do. It just like flails around. It's like. And they just keep running into them like, it's so awkward and weird.
It really is because like, okay, so clearly we're dealing with like man in rubber suit like costuming here, and it's a good costume.
Wait, you're saying wasn't real?
Well, my implication wasn't that it was real. My implication was that maybe it was like bad CGI. It's not even bad CGI. It's just a guy in a rubber suit.
Yeah, it's a guy in rubber.
And so
it's a very poorly thought out costume, let's be honest.
Yeah. I like it. I think the costume looks good. It's just
it does.
It's just not practical for what, because like I
fighting.
said, it's got this like lumbering gorilla arms that he's literally just flailing about, and literally what happens is, just like Jeremy said, and this is no joke, there's scenes where like you see Sarah Michelle Gellar's stunt double throw herself into the monster's arm and then throw herself off of the monster's arm and like into a wall. Like it's
they
not good.
They both just keep running into the other. It's like, oh my god, his defense it's unbreakable. We'll never get through this wall of defense. And I'm like, wait, somebody just kick it in the knee. It has knees. It has actual knees. Just kick that knee. And then it falls down, and then you step on it like a bunch. But no, they're just like, oh my god, Jesus Christ,
why does it keep hitting me? Why does it keep hitting me? Yeah. Why?
So they beat the shit out of themselves with its arms, and apparently he's just gonna wipe the floor with these two. But then there's this point where like she gets tossed again, but this time she lands like Riley kind of catches her, and then they end up like against a wall. While Murder is right behind them, they're like,
yeah. Could you not ever do that again, please?
So do it soon.
No, please. The never you do it again, the better.
The never I do it again. Okay. No, but I mean, they're like there's this monster behind them who's literally trying to kill them, but they stop for like 20 seconds so they can be like,
yeah, to just like look longingly at each other.
Yeah, and they're staring, and they're just locked, and then da 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 da. Somebody else appears down a rope. Could be the same rope, I don't know. Another person all in black, and the person turns around and sees them, and it's a woman, and she says, "What are you doing with my husband?" And Buffy's like, "Hello, trying to fucking get some D." And the woman's like, "Fair enough, I'll leave."
Let me fuck off back up this rope here.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck all the way back up the rope, and it's gonna take a minute because that fucker is like this thick. Like if you were trying to climb a rope, you're just like, oh god, this is the worst pain I have ever felt. It's like trying to climb a shoestring, you know? It's like, come on.
This must be the worst pain that's ever existed. Except I heard about a demon who got his dick stuck in a wall one time, and that probably hurt a lot too.
So this is like the second worst pain I can imagine. No, but so we We're an hour 4 into this, and we're like half into the
Oh,
episode.
Jesus.
Well, listen, when the episodes are this shitty, we have to entertain ourselves.
That's true. That's true.
And the demon gets back up, and they're like, Demon. Well, they have a brief little conversation, and Buffy's like, your wife? And he's like, it's just Riley. I forgot to mention that. And then she's like, then she introduces him. She's like, is it Sam? Yeah, Sam's her name. She's like, Sam, Buffy, Sam. And Sam's like, fucking hoe. And Buffy's like, slut. And then they just start making out in front of him, and he's like, whoa, this is hot. Okay, no. Buffy goes, Demon, and she's like, and the Sam girl's like, it's mine. And she turns around and she runs over there and she just, and doing all this fucking Street Fighter kung fu shit to it. And she's like having really no problem. She's just fucking its world up. Whereas it was manhandling Buffy and Riley. And so Riley and Buffy just chill, leaning against the wall, watching her fight something from literal hell. And Buffy's like, yeah, she's pretty good. Well, and
they literally catch up. Like, how long? Buffy's like, how long have you been married? And he's like, 4 months.
He's like, about 4 months.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, she's pretty good. And Riley's like, see her in bed, let me tell you. And Buffy's like, don't worry, I will. And Riley's like, wait a minute. No, they literally sit there and have like a little powwow, and he's like, listen, I'm sorry, for not telling you sooner. I was trying to wait for the right time. Oh, good job. And Buffy's like, when he said I was trying to wait for the right time, in my head I was thinking, hey, I was thinking like when you guys first ran into each other, shortly thereafter that would have been a good time.
Right.
Like, hey, by the way, Buff, married man, don't try to ride me.
I'm married now. Right. Like,
we know that most men, you just, we know how you are, Buff. No. I'm just saying, there's been a lot of time, at least I would say an hour to 2 hours they've been hanging out.
Right. Like, he had time to tell her that he likes her new haircut. That would have been an opportune time to be like, oh, by the way, I'm married.
Oh, love the hair. Guess what? Married man.
Married. Got myself hitched.
Yep, like, she put a ring on it, but no, he just, basically, let's be honest, James. Why do you think he hadn't told her yet?
He was trying to get his dick wet!
Because he literally says to her, I was going to tell you, but I didn't think she would catch up to us nearly this quickly. So he was like, listen, I was going to tell you as soon as I busted a load up inside your womb. and she was like, you sick... Fair.
Yeah.
And, no. So, yeah, there's that. And then at some point, the demon finally kind of like gets Sam in a disadvantageous position. And Riley, of course, runs in, gets housed immediately again by the demon. And then finally Buffy comes up and grabs it from behind and says, well, here's a belated wedding gift to you guys. And she kills it. Does the old neck snapperooski. And it's like, that seemed pretty easy, Buffy. Like,
we lived in about 20 minutes of bullshit. You could have just you could have just pulled that move out right off the bat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, why does the neck twist breakage, why do we always save that for after an ass beating? Why don't we open up with that? I'm just saying.
Like breaking something's neck, it's pretty universal that that's going to kill.
Yeah.
Anything.
But I'm just saying, why don't we open up with that?
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's pretty much anything you can think of is going to die if you snap its neck. So that should really be the opening move.
I think the only thing that's going to survive maybe an owl.
Maybe an owl.
And I don't think you're fighting any owls anytime soon. So why don't hey, Buffy? Listen, as your watcher, I'm Giles here. I'm talking as Giles. Henceforth, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. When you engage something in fisticuffs, go for the neck twist break thing. Let's open up with that. We can always come back. We can always regroup and come back up if it doesn't work, but let's open up with that. Because, hey, we might save ourselves a solid ass kicking if you just open up with the attempted murder. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I'm no expert at murder, but I'm saying seems like the good thing to open up with.
Well, if you're speaking as Giles, then you are an expert at murder.
Fair. Yeah, so Buffy goes ahead and kills it. And immediately Sam is like, wow, you dumb bitch. And Buffy's like, what? And Riley's like, ooh.
It's actually reversed. Like, Riley's like, oh, you stupid whore, you killed it. And Sam's
because he goes, she killed it.
Right, and
I'm like,
and Sam's like, well, that's probably because you didn't fucking tell her not to, you big dumb oaf.
Yeah, you came all the way to Sunnydale to recruit the Slayer, and you guys have been together for a couple hours, and you didn't think you should fill her in on the plan?
Right.
So Sam guts the creature, opens it up, or was it Riley? Well, who actually cares? Somebody cuts its guts open, and they're like, oh, it's too late. And Buffy's like, too late for what? And they're like, to treat it like a tauntaun and climb inside. Star Wars reference. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Do you, though?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So...
Because sometimes it gets so cold here in the winter that I wish I could cut open a tauntaun and climb inside for warmth. Like, this is the desolate ice planet Hoth come February.
It's no colder there than it is here, you little bitch.
Right, and you, I know for a fact, you also wish you could climb into a tauntaun for warmth.
No, I want to climb into an actual human body.
Wow.
I want to wear a suit of... okay, we're getting off the subject here. So... basically, they tell her, hey, we were actually keeping it alive so it could lead us back to its eggs, because that's what it's going after, is the eggs that it's already laid, basically. And Buffy's like, well, I mean, one of you should have opened up the old fucking dick licker and let a girl know. And, what?
Open up the old dick licker.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I don't know. Sometimes you say something and it hits me right in the giggle dick.
Right in the giggle cock?
Right in the giggle dick.
Oh gosh. What happened? Where am I at? What day is it? Oh yeah. Then Sam says to her, hey, we need to regroup and we can fill you in on more stuff. Do you have a safe house? And I loved Buffy's response. She goes, I have a house. Like, I'm not a government fucking black ops wet work team. What do I need a safe house for?
Right.
It's like, you know, so she's like, we can, like, you know, we could go there. And Sam's like, okay, I guess that'll do. And so they do. They fuck off to the Summers house. So here's my question, James. This is the kind of thing that I like to think about. Did they have to go one at a time up the rope, or did he, like, have to go up, like, carry one of them up, like, one at a time? Or did they have to, like, single file go up?
I like to imagine that since the demon is dead now, they lost all sense of urgency and they just walked up the stairs.
Yeah, because it wouldn't have really taken that long.
Right.
Like, it's a good-sized dam, but, I mean, it's not the Hoover fucking dam.
Right. So, yeah, I like to think that they were like...
It was, like, what, about 5, 6?
Yeah. Give or take.
Yeah, so no big deal.
Right.
I thought you were going to say, I like to think that since the demon was dead, they used its body and they like surfed up with it or something.
No. No. I just like to picture them like walking up the stairs back to the top of the
they stop like halfway and they're like, whew, man, that is more stairs than I had really anticipated.
Even though we were just in a fight for our lives, this is a lot of cardio right now.
This is, after that much fighting, this has really winded me, guys. And then all of a sudden, Riley's like, oh, my chest. He's like, oh, and he has a heart attack and dies.
He has a heart attack. Tumbles over the stair railing right into the
all the way down and just fucking,
below.
it's just fucking pasta when he hits.
Yeah.
And it's, and come to find out it was a congenital heart defect he's had since birth.
Mm-hmm.
And, we sent thoughts and prayers, though.
Thoughts and prayers. R.I.P. Riley Finn.
Yeah. So we get back to the buffet house, and everybody's cool. Everybody's glad to see old Rai, which I'm like, why? Like, why do you guys like this fucking dude? Except one person. James, take over and tell us exactly who it was that was not happy to see Riley at all.
Me.
Well, other than us.
I punched him right in his dick.
Like, if it would have been me, I'd have been like, what the fuck, Buffy? What? I thought we got rid of this fucking guy.
Right. I would be like, dude, like, listen, you literally had two options to walk through that door with. Him or Angel. I would take Angel.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Why?
Angel makes me angrily heterosexual. And I would still take...
Right. Angel makes me angrily gay, and I... Wait, what?
Angel makes me come a little bit... What?
What?
Yeah, no, I don't know. But, so who is it? Take over.
It's Dawn. She's doing some emo belly aching, and she's all like... Are you gonna stick around this time, or some bullshit like that?
Or just fuck off again without saying anything? And he's like, "Bitch, you weren't even real, okay?"
Right. It's like, you're not even real. Remember when we went to the park and you watched the carousel and we ate ice cream? That didn't happen.
Yeah,
that didn't happen.
You weren't even real. You've never been real. You're still not real.
You've never been real. You're still not real. Anyway, So, and then Willow tells Buffy, she offers to hate Sam, for her, but Buffy's like, no, I don't want to be petty, and Willow's like, well, that's perfect. I can be petty for both of us, and Buffy's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, Buffy's like, okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
So then Sam and Riley start to fill them in on about the demon and the mission, and Riley's all like, Dawn, are you sure you want to stick around to hear about this? And Sam's like, oh, she seems like she's old enough to, stick around and hear about it, and she's like, as long as that's okay with Buffy. And Buffy's like, yeah, I guess. I don't fucking know what the hell's going on anymore.
Buffy's like, I don't eat. She's not real, okay, guys? Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever we do doesn't count. She's not real.
Right. So ultimately,
by the way, I just want to make one quick point, and that is that in this big fucking diatribe that they lay out, this demon is fucking super dangerous.
Yes.
And it's eggs that's going to have all these other baby ones. They grow like really quickly, and this is like bad news,
right?
According to these two,
like they breed like fucking like rabbits. And...
Yeah, and it's like they'll take over the entire world. They're like, oh yeah, there's these governments. They want them so they can drop them into an area, and they can't control them, but they can drop them into an area, and they'll just wipe out everything. And so they're really playing up the danger of these demons.
Right.
Yeah.
And
keep that in mind, folks.
They say that there's a dealer there in town that calls themselves the Doctor, and he's supposedly holding the eggs to sell, and there is a funny little bit here where Sam says something, and it cuts to Willow and Buffy, and Willow just gives this look at Sam. She's just like,
yeah, she's just like, fucking snotty cunt.
So then the Sam is like, maybe Willow could, do a little locator spell, and Willow's like, I can't, you fucking bitch! I got addicted to magic, and now I quit! And she storms off, because
He's not exaggerating. Like, she gets super Dawn for a second there.
I was just gonna say, apparently it's her turn for some emo belly aching.
Yeah, because she goes from, like, perfectly fine, and then she's like, I can't. Look at me. Look at fucking me. I can't do. And then she just like runs out of there screaming and breaking things and pulling her hair out by chunks. And
yeah,
it's like wow, that escalated.
Right, like she literally just asked if you could do a locator spell. You could have just been like, no.
Yeah, no, pass.
Right.
Yeah, no, but she was just like, I'm gonna rip my hair. She's like pulling her hair out and just like putting it in her own mouth, and she's fucking frothing at them. It's yeah.
So then Riley tells Sam and Buffy that to go search for the nest, and he's gonna go like check out local crypts and demon bars to see what he can find out about the doctor.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you just? You're just gonna start walking around town and being like, hey, you the doctor? All right, hey, I got my eye on you, pal.
Right. But like they don't leave until Sam has a chance to dip off into the kitchen and like rub vaginas with Willow
and give the dumbest, like gayest fucking I don't even know if he called it an apology, but she's like, listen, we had a couple of shamans who were doing stuff for us, and they got super addicted, and they're just gone now. Just gone. There's nothing left. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean they like disintegrated? I don't understand. But
right.
And then Willow's like, oh yeah. And then she's like, listen, I have known 2 people in my life that do magic, and none of them were strong enough to quit like you could.
Right.
And I'm like, you've known 2 people who do magic, a whole 2.
Right.
So it's like, okay, thanks, I guess.
Right. And Willow's like,
and as she, by the way, wait, I'm sorry. As she's walking out, I don't know what this was, but she's going like this, like with her hand on her, and she's just like,
right.
It's so fucking, I swear to God, go back and watch it. I'm not kidding. It's so weird.
She walks out, and Willow's like, yeah. Like, she just gets this little smile on her face, and I'm like, what? That's it? Like, you were so angry a minute ago.
Yeah, like you were so viciously, murderously angry, and now you're like,
you were
the girl
like
walks out
at the mere suggestion, at this bitch's mere suggestion that perhaps you do just a tiny little locator spell. You were ready to like sub-zero her spine out of her back. Mm-hmm. And now she was like, you're so strong. You gave up magic, and you guys are best friends now. Like, what?
Yeah, and I have to reiterate, go back and watch it. I'm not bullshitting. She's going like this, the lady, and she's like she doesn't do that, the chest thing and the peep, but she's like going like this, and she's like, and she like slowly turns and back, and I'm like, what did she just do just now? Like, that was not like stage direction. Like, she made that conscious decision in her acting there, where she was like,
yeah.
I was like, is she trying to get into a rap video or something? She had the big chain on with a clock. It was weird.
So then we cut to Buffy and Sam, and they're out patrolling or whatever, and they're talking, and Sam's like, you've got such a great reputation, and like you're a fucking legend, like Santa Claus and Buddha and
I'm like, Santa Claus, but he's not real. Like, what do you mean she's legendary?
Wait. What? Santa Claus isn't real?
What? I didn't. No, you misheard me. I said he doesn't like wheels.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's why he flies. That's why
that
he
explains
flies in
the
a
sleigh and
sleigh.
reindeer. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Well.
No, but I'm saying she's like, you are so legendary, Buffy. The things you've done and blah blah blah. It's like Santa Claus. But I'm like, well, but that is not a valid comparison. Santa Claus isn't real. He's never done anything. Like you're basically saying, hey, you're just like this thing that doesn't exist and has done nothing. Way to go. You're awesome.
So then they get into like how Sam and Riley met, and apparently
it's a really cheesy story.
Like, I guess Sam was down there with the Peace Corps, and her entire like whatever got like butchered by demons, and then like she ended up, for some reason, this qualified her to join Riley's special ops unit. Like, I don't know.
Because she's like, when that happened, and I was the only survivor, I immediately quit the Peace Corps and went Black Ops, baby.
Right.
And she's like, I was immediately linked up with Riley, so we started talking tactics, and I'm like, tactics? You were in the fucking Peace Corps.
Right.
Like, where did you learn tactics and...
And then she talks about how...
She's like, dude, I was in the fucking Salvation. I did 2 years in the Salvation Army, motherfucker. like I was out there fucking cutting throats and snapping necks, and then boom, I was hooked up with the fucking Black Ops team. I'm like, what planet am I on?
Well, then she starts talking about how it took Riley so long to like get over Buffy. And
I'm like, did it? Because he's only been gone a year.
So here's the thing. That's why this is so fucked up. And Darlene and I talked about this. So we know he's been gone a year because Dawn said it's been a year since you left. Mm-hmm. We know that him and Sam have been married for about 4 months.
Yeah, they said 4. He goes almost 4 months.
Right. So that means that listen.
At the most, it took him 8 months to get over Buffy.
Right.
At the most, but that's not accurate because you would have had to add in time there where those two made their relationship. So let's take at least half of that off. It took Riley 4 months to get over Buffy.
Right. And if it didn't, then that means that while Riley was courting Sam,
he was pining for Buffy.
And Sam was like, okay, that's fine.
I can live with it. I'm okay with it.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. This fucking episode, man.
So, Sam asks Buffy if she regrets letting Riley leave, and Buffy's like, a little, but I wouldn't change the way things are now, and this is where Sam's like, it took Riley a year to get over you, and
I'm like, no.
I'm like, well, no, it did. Then he's only been gone a year, so that literally means that you guys were dating and married before Riley was like, you know what, I'm over that bitch.
Yeah, you know what, honey, I wanted to tell you something. Today I realized I'm finally over Buffy. Right. And she's like, but we've been married 4 months. And he's like, I know. I'm just being honest.
I don't know what to tell you. And then she spit in his eggs, and
I thought you were gonna shit. I thought you were gonna say, and then she spit in his ass. I don't know. That is just where my brain went. I have problems, James.
Clearly.
Like she was in the middle of tossing his salad when he told her that.
She was like, and he's like, hey, you know what, babe? I think I'm over Buffy. And she was like, oh, really? That's great. But we've been married for 4 months.
Dude, what is wrong with me?
I don't know.
There is something broken up here, dude. Oh my god, but the fact that you just acted it out.
I was gonna say, what does that say about me, though? I acted it out. Both parts.
But with perfection, I might add. Like, literally what I had pictured in my head. So I think we both need to be seen by a professional. Oh my god, dude. Ooh. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so then the subject of Buffy's current love life comes up, and Buffy's like, you know what, I think maybe we should split up now. And Sam's like, yeah, she's like, Finn probably needs my help by now anyway. And Buffy kicks it right over to Spike's crypt, and like she's like, you know, she questions him briefly about this doctor person, and he's like, he doesn't really give her any answers, and then she's like, you know, tell me you love me. And he's like, okay. And she's like, tell me you need me. Right, he's like, no. And she's like, tell me you need me. And I'm like vomiting uncontrollably at this point.
You tell me that you love me. You tell me that. And she's like, is this an 80s song, or can we just fuck? Right.
And they do. They go to Pound Town.
They go to Pound
Town. And,
they go to Pound Town, population 2.
Population 2. And then it cuts to later that evening, and they're laying, like, Darlene was like, that has to be so uncomfortable. They're laying on top of, like, a crypt.
Yeah, a crypt, like one of those concrete I'd be like, bro, like, I get it. You're a vampire and you live in a crypt. But you've got a bed downstairs. Can we start just going down there before we start fucking from now on?
So they're laying on that, like, covered under blankets, and...
Where did he get the blankets? Did he go down to the bed and get the blankets? Why couldn't she just have gone with him and they could have been in the bed?
I don't know. So we hear the crypt door open, and they wake up, and Riley is standing there, and
he's fucking, he's just stroking. He's like, yeah. Sam, I can't even finish saying it. He's like.
Are you okay?
Oh, sorry. I can't go on. I can't.
Right. So Buffy, like, skedaddles the fuck off to get dressed or whatever, and Spike, like, tosses the blanket off of him, and he's like just full glory in front of Riley, and Riley's just like, yeah, this is always how I pictured it. He's like,
this is how I always pictured this would end.
just you and me now, Spike. Just you and me. And he just, anyway.
And Spike's like, listen, I'm super old. Like, I'm down with whatever. Right, I am down to clown.
Riley's like, in fact, sometimes I would make Sam let me call her Spike while she was tossing my salad.
And sometimes when I was really into it, I'd be like, "Yeah, William, yeah." And she didn't understand that reference.
She didn't understand it. No, so of course they start exchanging barbs with one another, and eventually Riley confronts Spike as being this mysterious doctor. And Spike, of course, says he doesn't know anything, like what he's talking about or not, and Riley's pretty sure that his information is right, and starts to tear Spike's place apart, and Buffy's all like, it can't be Spike, like he's too incompetent to pull off something and like this and yada yada. And which, if I was Spike at that point, I'd be like, fuck you, get the fuck out of here.
That's what I was gonna say. Was
Kick
that
rocks.
Spike doesn't even like art. He's just like, she's right. I'm far too stupid. This can't be me.
So Riley ends up going into like the sub crypt.
Yeah.
And what do we see there but a fucking field of demon eggs.
Straight up out of Alien.
Right. And it turns out that Spike is this doctor, and he's like, he tries to save his cover, and he's like, well, no, you see, the thing here is what had happened was I'm holding these for a friend, and Buffy just fucking clocks him.
Yeah.
And
he gets up, and what he says is quite valid.
Right, so, like, she clocks him and knocks him down, and she's like, you know, stop playing games. And Spike gets up, and he's like, you know, you're fucking one to talk. All you do is play games with me, and, you know, you knew what I am, and yet you still, you know, you still come to me.
You still come on me. I mean,
right,
to me.
Right, yeah. With me, inside me. What? I don't know.
On my face, neck, and chest. And then he's like, I don't even know you right now.
Right. And they have some more back and forth, and then
he says, he's like, you know who I am. He's like, hello, no fucking soul. This
right.
This is what I do.
Right. And then he leaves. Like, he fucks out of his own home. He's like,
fuck you guys. He's
right.
like, ah, and he runs towards the camera and then out of sight.
Out of focus.
He pulls a Dawn.
Yeah, it's his turn to emo bellyache.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden the eggs start to hatch, and these little demon, they're face huggers. They're fucking face huggers with legs is what they are. Mm. And they start crawling all over the crypt and attacking Buffy, and Riley gives Buffy a machine gun, and of course she like shoots everything to hell, and then they end up getting back up to the upper layer, and she grabs like his grenade belt and pulls a grenade and drops the entire thing down there, and the entire sub crypt blows up, killing all the demons. And
what's pathetic is he's supposed to be this highly trained, highly skilled army / black ops / just a badass, Rambo. But he never, right. He's like, we gotta figure out a way to contain him. He right. doesn't think, hey, I have a belt on that's just full of blowy uppy thingies. Buffy, the non-army person's like, hey, I got it. And takes his belt off, and, you know.
Right. So then we cut to Xander and Anya's apartment, and they've sought shelter in their own bathroom, and we can hear their family and demon friends just going at it out in their apartment.
Fucking, actually. They're actually fucking. All of them.
Anya's clearly perturbed that Xander cares so much about Riley and Sam's marriage, and Xander's like, you know, he's like, I'm I'm worried about the wedding, but the marriage is going to be great and we're going to be together forever. Like, that's not the part I'm worried about. I'm worried about the actual fucking wedding because my family fucking sucks and you just have a bunch of demons coming to this shit show. And somehow she finds that comforting, and then they give each other little smoochies. And then we cut to Buffy and Riley, and they're having a little heart-to-heart, and he's like, I have authorization to end the doctor if you want me to. And she's like, instead of being like, yeah, go fucking kill him, she's like, no, I'm sleeping with him. I'm sleeping with Spike. And I'm like,
don't get rid of Bone Town, okay?
And I'm like, that just because you're sleeping with him doesn't mean that Riley can't kill him. A little bit.
A little bit. She can kill him a little. I mean, a little bit. As long as he doesn't stake him or set him on fire, he'll still live. I'm like, you're literally upset by the fact that you keep sleeping with Spike. You know how you could stop sleeping with Spike? If you let Riley fucking kill him. Yeah.
So,
but they don't know where he's at because he ran out. He ran out earlier, so.
Right.
He could be halfway to Tucson.
Yeah, so she is like, no, and, she's like, my life sucks, and, it sucks that you're here to see it, and, he's all like, oh, excuse me, sorry. He's like, struggling doesn't make you any less of a, of who you are, and you're a hell of a woman, and, she apologizes for, how things ended with them. Even though, once again, I'd like to flash back to that episode and remind everyone, it wasn't her fucking fault. Riley was being a whiny emo bitch and gaslighting her into thinking that it was her fault. If you don't say you love me, then I'm leaving. Right. So let's just want to remind everyone of that. And he's all like, nah, it's nothing. It's okay. No big deal. So then they all gather outside the magic box to say their goodbyes, and fucking everybody loves Sam. Like, it's like they've been BFFs for years now, and
she's not that good of a character.
And they're all like, Willow and Sam like have exchanged email addresses because like they're gonna, I don't know, share like banana bread recipes or something. I don't fucking know. And at one point, Dawn and Riley look like they're about to make out, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like,
right.
Like, this is very inappropriate. She is underage, both in real life and on the show. Like, yeah. I don't.
And then how do they leave, James? That's the best part.
They use that high strength shoestring to hook themselves up to a helicopter, and the helicopter, instead of being like wenched up into the helicopter just takes off with them dangling from it.
And Riley's like, oh my God, like my arm is really tired and I'm holding the weight of 2 people. Please pull me up. And the chopper just keeps flying.
Yeah.
Eventually he has to drop his wife to her death.
Right.
Into that dam.
So then we cut to the next day, and Buffy shows up at Spike's crypt, and it's like, of course, they're in the sub-basement. It's blown to hell, and he's like kicking through things, and she's like, I'm not here to, bust your balls about being the doctor and this and that. And she's like, she's basically like, I'm using you and it's killing me, and it would be wrong to keep using you the way I am. And she's like,
and he's like, oh, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, I'm really not complaining here.
Yeah.
And finally she's like, "No, I'm serious this time. It's over." And the actual final killing blow where he realizes she's fucking serious, she says, "Goodbye, William." She calls him by his God-given name.
And he's like, "Oh,
Oh, fuck, damn it.
oh man, this one really hurts."
Oh. Yeah, he's like, you're for reals this time, huh? And she's like, "I am for really real."
He's like, "Fuck,
Fuck.
she called me Little Willie. Fuck,
Damn it, she broke out the willy. Shit.
yep, it's OV, dog."
Yeah. And that's the end of the episode.
Thankfully.
Roll credits. Thankfully.
Slash
Jeremy.
roll credits. Yes.
Would you like to play everyone's favorite game, Body Count?
Okay. I don't care what anybody says. There ain't no fucking way to know, because I don't know how many of them little shit ass babies there were. I don't know. 37.
The official count is 12.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Our music this week, where was it? I got it here somewhere. Lunatic Calm with Sound of the Revolution, Trespassers William with Washes Away, and as always, our original score by Little Tommy Wanker. Jeremy.
Yes, sir?
Could you please tell me and our beautiful audience, on our sliding scale of 1 to 5, how many pointless returns of a useless character do you give this episode?
I am going to give this... I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to give this 2 pointless returns of a useless character.
Okay.
I thought very strongly about going with a 1, but I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give it a 2 because there were a few laughs in it. But man, this episode was very badly written. There are so much... We brought all of it up as we discussed it. There are so many stupid ass bass-ackwards fucking things, and like so many oxymorons and just so much stupid shit. And again, like you said, it's the return of a character who hasn't been... Number one, he hasn't been gone long enough to even fucking care.
Right.
And number 2, as we know from, with history, he was never that popular of a character. That's why he was written out to begin with.
Right.
And I'm like, of all the characters to like bring back for an episode, like Riley, like really, like Riley, like we couldn't have called up Seth Green and been like, "Hey, got an idea for the old Oz factor."
Well, and if it's, well, go ahead. I'll get into what my take.
I'm just saying, like, Oz was a beloved character who everyone hated to see go. Riley was not, and they're like, "We need ratings, guys. I got it. The Ride Dog's coming back to town." It's like, I don't know, and it's just no one. It's a popcorn fart. No one cares. No one cares. Not then and not now. And that pretty much sums it up. Bad writing. The Sam character was just kind of HPV, basically, personified. Just a bad character. It's barely a 2. It's a 2 because I'm feeling generous. And that's all I got to say about it. James.
Yes, sir.
How about you take a turn and tell me in our fine audience, on a scale of 1 to 5, how many ass eaters do you give this episode, and why? And why?
I am going to give this episode 2 ass eaters.
Okay, 2 ass eaters. Hey, that's better than 1 ass eater,
Yeah. Listen. I don't particularly like this episode, but
you don't say.
I can't bring myself to downgrade it to a 1 because it's just not awful on that level.
Yeah, it's not awful, it's just terrible.
Right.
No, really, that's how I was like, okay, it's not awful, it's just not good.
Right. I feel like I feel like obviously the purpose of this episode was to move Buffy forward in this thing with Spike has to end. And this, I will spoiler, this is the end of the Buffy and Spike thing.
Well, ish.
Well, but from Buffy's perspective, it's
as far as Buffy's concerned.
Right.
Spike's not quite done yet.
So that's the end of it. And it felt like this episode's sole purpose was to get her to that point. And I just don't know that, like you said, I don't know that Riley was the character to bring back for that. Yeah. Like, I almost feel like, and I couldn't find anything about it.
Go ahead, though. I know what you're going to say.
I couldn't find anything about it, but I said to Darlene, I almost feel like they wanted to use Angel.
Thank you.
But they couldn't.
This would have been an Angel episode if they had still been on the same network.
I 100% believe so.
It would have been, period. I don't care if it's written out there or not. I guarantee it. They would have never even considered bringing Bupkis back if they had full availability of Angel.
Right. And let's be clear. If it had been an Angel episode, Angel 100% wouldn't have found out about Buffy and Spike for the simple fact that Angel would have fucking killed Spike.
Well, he would have tried.
Right. So I don't think that they would have had Angel find out about Buffy and Spike, but over the course of Angel being back in Sunnydale for whatever reason and circumstances surrounding that, it would have led to this same outcome. Buffy being like, I don't love you, Spike. I'm using you to make myself feel better, and even though I do feel better briefly when I'm doing it, ultimately I feel awful about it. It's killing me, and it has to end. Bada bing, bada boom.
She says something to him where she says, I can't love you.
Right.
And I'm like, but you didn't. I don't think she ever loved Riley either. Frankly, I think she even kind of says that, and that's why he kind of ends up going, because he's like, you don't love me, Buffy, because if you did, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
So I 100% think that had this still been on the CW, this would have been a Buffy crossover event.
Yeah, Angel would have came to town tracking something or someone, and they would have spent the episode together, and it would have opened her eyes to the fact that her sick, fucking twisted relationship with Spike needed to be put down like a rabid dog.
Right. And yeah, and I kind of like what your idea about bringing Oz in. Like, maybe it doesn't have to be someone so intricately tied to Buffy. Maybe Oz comes back for some reason, and
he catches him, and he's like, "Oh my God!" But Buffy, really, right. It's Oz here, okay? Really? And Buffy's like, "You know what? You're right,
Oz.
You're right, my friend. You are right."
She's like, "I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
to
Daniel.
Disappoint you,
Daniel Osborne. I deeply regret."
Right.
That I've ever done this.
Yeah. But yeah, this was, and the fact that you knew exactly where I was going with it before I went there, I think says a lot. Like,
because I was going to bring it up when you got done. Yeah.
Yeah, this is 100% an Angel crossover episode had it still been on the WB.
Yeah.
Or CW. But yeah, so a Buffy Angel crossover event on the WB New Tuesday. So yeah, I mean that's really all I have to say about it. I nitpicked it apart during when we were going over it, and I really don't want to waste. Right, and I really don't want to waste any more time on it. So
sounds good to me. Let's just talk about our fucking dope ass website, James.
Why don't you tell me about it?
It's BuffyRevisited.com, and if you go there, it's pretty boring. There's just like a few links. One of them is to our email, BuffyRevisited@gmail.com. One of them is a link to our Facebook group that no one uses, where once a week you actually use it and post a little blurb about whatever the episode is for that week.
I do.
There's also a link to our YouTube page where you can watch this very episode.
Yep.
And comment or probably not either on it.
Right. I will also point out that I have corrected the spelling of listeners on the Facebook posts.
So you saw that I was in fact not high.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long, I'm going to assume since the beginning, I don't know how long it was misspelled like that I just never paid attention and caught it.
I can tell you without even having to go back and check, it's been misspelled since the beginning because I literally copy and paste it.
Yeah, I don't know how because you know me, you've known me a long time and you know how much of a spelling and grammar fucking Nazi I am.
Yeah.
And how I missed it, I share it every fucking week.
Yeah.
And I have
honestly
43 years now that we've been doing this podcast.
Right. I honestly don't know how, because I myself am big on spelling and grammar. So, I can promise you the reason it was misspelled is because I fat fingered it when I was, but the fact that I also didn't catch it for the entirety of the 73 years that we've been doing the podcast.
The fact that I didn't catch it for 112 and a half years that we have been doing this podcast absolutely blows my mind.
The fact that we have been doing this podcast for 523 and a third years, and I never caught that mistake, is just insane.
Listen, I agree. The fact that I have shared that post for the last 1,216 years and never caught it, mind blown.
Yeah, the fact that every week I have made that post for the last 1,722 years that we've been doing this podcast and I never caught it is there's no words.
It boggles the mind.
It does.
You know?
It does.
And I think that I think since we're almost 2 hours in, we're going to leave it at that.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, my son.
No.
So yeah, thank you everyone for joining us this week, even though it was a rotten episode. Next week, we're going to be jumping into Season 6, Episode... No, we're not. We're going to be jumping into Season 6, Episode 16, Hell's Bells.
A marked improvement over this week's Dresden.
It might even get a bonus point simply because it wasn't
it's not
this episode. So, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, James.
We'll have to see. It's all up in the air right now.
All right. Well, anyway, with that being said, I've been one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
Ta-ta.